Hello, Michael Ringtail here, and hooray for gay marriage! It is now legal across all 50 states for all the humies to get married to the same sex. Doesn't really affect me being a ringtail lemur and all. Other species tend to just, whip out their dicks, fuck the warmest hole, and we kind of forget about it afterwards. Can't really comprehend marriage contracts or licenses or anything of that nature, despite myself being a equal rights supporter of everybody and every being. So in that respect, I'll let Crafty Andy here take over since it affects him more than it affects me. Take it away, you pink-skinned fleshlight fucker.
Thanks, Michael Ringtail, you flea-bitten furry bastard. So, the Supreme Court has finally ruled in our favor and gave people like me equal rights. As in, I can marry someone of the same sex. According to conservatives, of course, that means that everybody has to marry someone of the same sex. And despite their other claims, religion and Christianity wasn't automatically outlawed in the process.
It means that your church, and maybe right away, maybe not right away, but definitely it will happen, that your church, your minister, will lose their tax-exempt status. You could lose your job by attending a church that doesn't believe in gay marriage.
Because it was on this day that 5 justices of the United States Supreme Court became moral jihadists. They became rainbow jihadists, and they blasted the twin pillars of truth and righteousness into rubble.
Pity, but that's besides the point. It's almost hard to believe. It's like some kind of dream, almost. And to those who think that it's not really important, these people who are like, well, I wasn't planning on getting married anyways. This whole gay marriage thing isn't fucking important at all. Well, first, fuck you. Second of all, it's important whether you want to get married or not, because it's a stepping stone towards the other ruling the Supreme Court had made as well, that we are a protected class. Meaning that, just like African Americans, people with different skin pigmentation, because there really is no race. Let's face it, there is no such thing as race. Everyone's a human fucking being. Another story. But we have the same protections as anyone else. That's fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Everybody, here we go. Fan-fucking-tastic!
I don't know how many ways I can express the happiness and gratitude I have for this decision. All I can say is it probably hasn't really sunken in yet. However, no matter what, this victory is always going to be bittersweet to me. I don't want to be a buzzkill, but let's face it. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people who hope to see this day that never did. There's thousands upon thousands of people who were murdered, who were wrongfully incarcerated, who were wrongfully put in psych wards to be placed in conversion therapy, who were shamed into suicide. Something that should have been resolved the moment it was brought up. Like, oh, okay, gays, people of the same sex want to get married? Okay, I don't see the fucking big deal. No, instead it's, our Sky Daddy forbids it. Why does he forbid it? Because the Bible forbids it. How do you know the Bible is the Word of God and the absolute truth and all that bullshit you say? Well, because it's the Word of God. He wrote it. Well, how do you know God wrote it? Because he says he did. So that went on for thousands of years. From medieval times up until this fucking day. And not to say, that bigotry is over for homosexuals. Of course not. We gotta fix the fucking mess these missionaries made over in Uganda. Thank you, Rick Warren. Thank you with all my fucking heart. Thank you, you stupid piece of shit.
So what would you do if you saw a gay man?
Kill! 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 You kill that one! Man and the man will kill. I just killed them. Woman and woman will rape, but man and man will kill.
But I digress. Something I never thought would happen in my entire lifetime has happened. I plan on getting my marriage certificate within the next week over here in Columbus, Ohio. And, well, the whole ceremony thing, I guess, I'll work that out later and figure that out. So with that, I think I'll let Michael Ringtail finish this off. Take it away, you millipede, dick-sucking drug addict.
Thanks, Crafty Andy, you cow-fisting queef eater. The fight is not over. There's plenty of battles ahead for gay people and bisexual people or bisexual lemurs like myself. Especially when it comes to areas like the adoption agency and all these other laws that they're trying to pass. So with that being said, until next time, I'm Michael Ringtail. Good night!
And I would submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, on this day, the United States became Sodom and Gomorrah.
So on an unrelated note, though, I want to mention that Crafty Arts is in production right now. It's just a matter of filming some episodes, some skits, trying to keep it funny and entertaining, and, well, got some big things in mind. Some many projects are finished, and some are still in the works. But it's coming along, and hopefully by fall, I'll have a finished production here for you. Until then, take care, folks.